All right, so popular requests. So that them need us to do another one. So we're going to try and do another one. All right. So late night studying, some late night revision. All right, so we're gonna look at another paper. Um, so let's go. You guys demand it, you request it, so here we are. Late night. So the question says, number one, kind of this already. It says zooplankton. It's a phytoplankton, zooplankton, fish and water bird. The producer is the zooplankton. D. All right. Two, which of the following cell organelles allow substance to pass in and out of a cell? And if you're here on the late night stream, guys, let's go. All right. This one is the good night. Good night. Allow substance to pass in and out. That is the cell membrane, right? So who up like me in the night and can't sleep and want to do some work? Let's go. All right. Three. Which of the following is an example of terrestrial food chain? Now we talk about terrestrial food chain that is on land. So all of things that are on land here. So we see pond and everything in our water. So plant, grasshopper, bird is land. So we're gonna work with C. All right. So Normalot, welcome. Of course, if you know your friends are not sleeping, you can share the live and go on, do some work. Question four. An example of diffusion is the movement of, and that's the movement of oxygen, right, from the alveoli to the capillaries. All right, Guyana, big up. Guyana now it's like 12:47, right? So it's pretty late. You're really doing the late night, Guyana. Bless up. All right, so four, we're looking at oxygen from the alveoli to the capillaries. All right. Question five. The site of photosynthesis in plants is and we know that one is the chloroplast. And of course, you know the answer, guys. You know, type it in the chat and let's get active, all right? And if anybody have the 2025 January paper, you can send it to me and I'll try and do that one as well. All right. Six, which are following vitamins can be produced by the skin as well as obtained from food. I know we're talking about skin. That would be vitamin D. You can also get it from food, right? And from sunshine. Cool. Seven. Which of the following reagents gives a positive test for the main food present in a slice of baked potato? All the chat looks up. Come on, lads. Everybody gonna sleep. All right. But we're still gonna go, right? Still gonna go. Let's go. So this one, we know that is starch. We're looking, so baked potato will be starch. So that one will be C. All right, question eight, which are the following teeth aid in the grinding food into small pieces? And we know that is the molar and the premolar. Great stuff. Good night, Anita. Excellent. And just tell me where you're repping in the chat. Jamaica, we're in the Caribbean, are you? The time. All right. Let's see how late we are going. All right. Nine. We sequence. correctly match each numbered structure. So if you're here before, we'd have seen where 2 is the stomach, which is the gastric juice. 1 produces bile, and 3 is the small intestine, which absorbs. So that would be C. All right. 10, which of the following statement is not true about the ileum? So 1 says it's richly supplied by blood capillaries. Um, B, the wall secrete enzyme, yes, contains hundreds of minute projection called microvilli, yes. So that 110 would be D. All right. 11, which of the following represents the correct sequence of events in the formation of dental cavity? And of course, you know that it's plaque formation, right? Enamel decay, then dentine decay, and abscess, right? So that would be D. All right. 12. Which of the following phases best describes egestion? And we know that egestion is the removal of undigested food from the alimentary canal. So that's C, right? Then we say kwashioka. That's when people have their tiny, tiny people with big belly, lacking protein, right? So that is B, nice and easy. 14, which of the following vitamins is not soluble? Which of the vitamins is not soluble, not fat soluble? So that would be the one that's water soluble. So water for vitamin C. Next one refers to the drawing. A model used to demonstrate breathing in humans. And of course, which represents the diaphragm. And the diaphragm separates thoracic cavity from stomach. So we'll go with D16. Which part of the tooth prevents wear and tear? So that's the hardest substance in the body, and that is the enamel. Where you guys watching on that? We have people watching on that. Come on in the chat, man. Let's talk. Let's vibe. Let's talk and let's vibe. All right. Moving on. We have 17 refers to the following graph. So which of the following can be deduced from the graph? And we saw this in the earlier paper as this number of cigarettes smoked per day increases, the risk of getting lung cancer increases. All right, so 17 is A. Then we say which are the following best completes the equation of aerobic respiration and the term best. So it's glucose plus oxygen. And you know that's the opposite of photosynthesis. So it gave you carbon dioxide and water, right? Plus energy, ATP. So the best answer would be B. Yeah, man, Anita. Yes, A. And put your number beside it, man. Let's put some things in the chat, man. Send some likes and put some things in the chat, man. Late night, you know, I have to make it lively, right? Then we said 19. During respiration, the release of energy in a cell occurs when, and we know that is when adenosine triphosphate loses one molecule and become adenosine diphosphate, and that would be A. All right? Good job. 20. Which of the following components of cigarette smoke reduces oxygen carrying capacity in the blood? I don't know, man. How much paper are we doing? I have no idea. Depends on the vibes. It depends on the vibes that I'm getting. The vibes determine the amount of paper I'll be doing. We're at 20 and the sleep, of course. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just adjusting something on the screen. So the vibes and the sleep determine what I'll do there. All right. And of course, if anyone has 2025 January, I would love to see that paper. If you have 2025 January, you can send it to my WhatsApp, please. All right. So the next question says, let's go back to the paper. Next question says, which of the following components of cigarette smoke reduces oxygen carrying capacity? Right? And with tar, if you do it no, nicotine is more of addiction, right? So oxygen capacity, we're looking at the smoke. So it would be D, carbon monoxide, right? So last time they asked you, do you remember the last question that they asked? What was the last question? I think the last time they asked something similar to that. Uh, I'm sure it wasn't that though. It was nicotine was the answer for that one. They switched it up a bit. Yeah, so they asked which of the addictive, right? And it was nicotine. But now they ask reduces oxygen capacity because carbon monoxide bonds with hemoglobin better and quicker, right? So that means D would be the answer, right, for 20. Next one says the diagram represents, how we know from we see this globe looking shape, then we're talking about phagocyte, right? And of course, this is responsible for engulfing um bacteria, eating up bacteria, right? 22. Which of the following statements best describe lymphatic system? And the lymphatic system, it says, consists of lymph and tissues only. And say it has a very small role to play in fighting off microorganisms. It is a circulatory system whose main function is to transport fats. That's a lie. So it consists of tissue fluid, lymph, and plasma, and that is D. Good job. All right, 23. The left side of the heart is has a thicker muscular wall in order to, and that is to pump blood to the rest of the body. 23. All right, good job. Come on, let's see the chat, man. It's Cornelia. Walch. Yes, Cornelia Walch, I'm seeing you. Kayleen, I'm seeing you as well. Anita, I'm seeing you. So, guys, let's go. All right, let's keep it up. 24, high blood pressure most likely leads to, and that would be cardiac problems, right? Heart problems. All right. 25. Which sequence of events need to occur for blood clot to form? So in order for blood clot to form, it needs to end with fibrin. It needs to start with thromboplastin. So definitely thromboplastin, fibrinogen. No, it's fibrin's the last one. So 24, 25, this would be A. All right? Yeah. So let's go. Yeah, we need the energy, man. If we get the energy, we do more paper, But if we not get the energy, I got my bed. All right, let's go. 26, when the arm is bent or flexed, and we see this one already. All right, 26, D. All right, good job. Next one we say, which are following diagram present the pelvic girdle. And of course, this one pretty simple, pretty easy, right? Anywhere see this little guy here, we know that it's the pelvic girdle. All right. Next one, the pair of bones that rotate the most while manually sharpening a pencil. Of course, if you want to try it, you know that your wrist would be there going along, twisting, and that would involve your ulna and your radius. All right? 29, the function of the marrow in long bones is to, I know the marrow. No, we eat the chicken and we bite it a couple of times. Bite chicken a few times. We see that that's the red blood cells there in the bone marrow. So that's D for 29. All right, good job. 30, see this already. All right. So we see this one says, ooh, which label part collects the filtrate? And that part would be part B. All right, and then which label part brings blood? I already know that one is A. Good job. Then we move to 32. Liam noticed that his face is flushed red after playing football, which are following process causes his face to be flushed. Now we're looking at flushed right there. That would be his blood. They're causing it to be red, so it will be trying to cool him down, right? Vaso. So vasodilation, more because he's playing football and he's hot, right? The body's trying to cool him down by pumping more blood. So that would be vasodilation. C. 33. Which are the following occurs when blood sugar level rise above normal. And it rise above normal, we know that insulin secretion is increased. So that's D. All right. 34. Which are the following is an involuntary action. And this one quite easy. That's breathing. I cannot control that one. Then we start looking at the diagram again. Very easy. Again, we see this many times. And I hope we see it tomorrow. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Well, today actually. Right? So that's A. Wow. Let's go. 36. Which are following are examples of effector, right? An effector. An effector is someone who does things, does the action. So you have the receptor that receives it, and the effector is the one that does the action. So that one will be B, the muscle and glands. Right? Good job. 36, 37. Which of the following statements is not true about the endocrine and the nervous system? And it says they both respond to stimuli. That's true. They both responsible for coordination and control of the body. That's true. They both have specialized. That's true. So D would be not true. All right. Tacos ready, man. Everybody ready. Anybody we up? Them hours they ready. I know, I saw we know the true people them ready. You see, everybody who not ready, them gonna sleep. Yeah, man, the people them up now are the over perfectionists. They want to make sure say everything locked down to the T. Right? Yeah, man. So, then we see this question again. Hope to see you tomorrow. Smile. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo-hoo. All right, so we know that's D. All right. Next one, fertilization occur in the oviduct. All right. Uh, when sperm is fused with the egg, and even though hope to see you again tomorrow or today. That. I don't know what I'm drawing. Anyways, 40. And again, yeah. So I know that this is one, the sperm duct, right? Two is the urethra, three is the prostate, and four is the seminal vesicle. Yes. Jib, 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 jib. 41. Sexual reproduction is defined as when egg and sperm meet, they are both referred to as gametes. So the fusion of gametes is correct. Next one, 42. Which of the following methods of birth control is least effective in preventing pregnancy? So what we have for 42? What we have for 42? Is it barrier, natural, surgical? Let me say who active. Like we say who bright. Yeah, I mean natural. You know? Least one, soft. Next one says, all the people that know genetics, them know say a tree, because them see it one heap of time. And I worked it out on the other video, so I'm sure everybody get that. Right? Next one says, which of the following statements about meiosis is true and meiosis is haploid? Right? They has four daughter cells. Right? So that would be correct. That is N. Right? Four daughter cells are N. Good job. Right? So 45. Yes, K. Thanks for viewing the video, Make you smart. Good job. 45. In which of the following structure is an allele for the eye color located? And we don't know that is the chromosome. Nice and easy. Yes. Next one says, which of the following is an example of genetic engineering? And of course, eh, smiley. I love to see you questions that repeat. Yeah, 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 yeah. D. Good job. Antibiotics are chemicals which can safely be taken into the body. They do not harm human cells, but they destroy bacteria. Yes, tacos active. 48. Which type of immunity is acquired from antibodies that are produced when vaccine is administered? So you know that this one is A, because artificial active is when you introduce somebody to a strain of a virus or a disease that is weaker, a weaker version of it, and that fits perfectly into what artificial active is and what vaccination is. So that's A. 49. Uh, another smiley here. Know that it does not involve ulcer, so it's C. All right. 50. SEMA has the following signs that symptom: constriction of bronchial tubes, coughing, wheezing. Mm-hmm. So we know say SEMA need a pump that she have asthma. All right. So that one is A for 50. Good job. 51, tired to see it, but I know you guys want to see it tomorrow. Malaria. Good job. Next one. Which are following is an example of a nutritional deficiency? And lack of vitamin D gives you rickets. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Next one, 53. Good job. Keep the comments going. Keep the likes going. Come on, like the video, man. They're up late now. There's some like to the videos, man. Do the thing. Who are watching and not subscribe, just subscribe to the right thing, If you want to pass, this is the place to be. So 53, which of the following gas contributes most to greenhouse effect? And that is between A and D, but it has to be A. Because carbon dioxide is it. Which of the following measures should individual adopt to control diabetes? If you have diabetes and you eat what dumpling and them thing there, you eat yam and banana, yam, well, not banana, yam and potato and them thing there, you'll get worse. So 54 is everything but one. That's C. 55, which are following substances contribute to excessive growth of algae. Algae love to eat nitrates and phosphates. That's like them burger, right? So 55 is B. All right. 56. In a large scale water purification, of course, just this a while ago, C. Next one, the process by which water vapor changes water is known as, so it changes to water is known as condensation. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. That's right. 58, which are following are effects of releasing untreated sewage into rivers and lakes. So we said bacteria, decreasing bacteria. We said decrease in oxygen. Yes, we said death of fish. The 58 look like all of them. Nice. 59. The most effective ways of purifying water in the home are boiling. Wap, wap, wap. Yes, and chlorination, which are following substances biodegradable. Wap, 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 wap. Wood. So wood can rotten. Plastic and concrete and styrofoams. Not really good. They are more non-biodegradable. And we are here, lads. We are here. I really wanted to do the 2025 paper, but for somehow I can't find it. So if anybody have it, you can send it to me. Mm, I would like to do it though. Which other paper can I do? Or should I just call it a night? Call it a night, or let's try and one more. Call it a night. I don't really. I'm lose my drive with all them human social paper. Ah, man, I don't even have any papers. Do I have any papers? I know. Anybody have a 2025 paper? Can I remember tacos? Remember how it goes. you're supposed to, you're supposed to, you're supposed to treat each question as a new question, not to rush it, right? Because if you rush it, you might misread something and then you're in problems, Mr. Taco. All right, so since we can't find it, so nobody have the January paper? Nobody have that paper? I can see. No, yes, no, no, yes. The January 2025 paper. I've been searching for it and I can't find it nowhere. You know, nowhere. I had it, but my computer went missing. Well, it crashed. The computer crashed, so it crashed with it. So nobody with 2025 paper? Man. All right, so let's do one last one, right? I'm just gonna pick a random paper and just do it. This is the final one though, for sure. All right. So 2019 is a random one. So let's go with 2019. All right, let's go. So it says plants obtains nitrates, right, from directly from nitrogen gas by the process of photosynthesis when nitrates diffuse into stomata or by absorbing nutrients through the roots. Which one is that? All right, lads, let's go. So one should be absorbing nitrates through the roots. So one should be D. All right. Which are following is an example of terrestrial food chain. And of course, you just see that. Uh, so that would be C. Mm-hmm. Yes. Then the other one says, which of the following structure does photosynthesis occur? And we know photosynthesis occur in the chloroplast, which are following diagrams which shows red blood cell before and after placing concentrated salt solution for 1 hour. Alright. So the change in red blood cell shown in 2 occurs because hmm, so water leaves the cell because it was turgid here and it becomes flaccid here. So this would be B. So B. Osmosis is water. All right. Yes, let's go. Taco, you don't even know what five is, my G. Like, look at the screen. It's not even on five. Like, you need to slow down for real. Like, swatting questions like these can be very, very dangerous, sir. Please do read the questions, sir, before you answer, sir. Because it's not even on five and it's saying D. That's so crazy, crazy. Anyways, five, look at aquatic, we see it already. So phytoplankton is the start of it. So D. Right? Next one, to which of the following group do oats belong? Right, so oats. No taco. So oats. So the following group does oats belong? We have oats, lads. Is it a staple? Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? Hmm. Is it legumes? And we say oats would be staples. Right? Good job. Which of the following statement is true about pepsin? Say it secretes in pancreatic, pancreatic juice, converts protein to amino acids. So it's between B and C. All right. So what do you say for 7? It's between B and C. So we know that in the stomach, it converts it to polypeptides. And then further down, it converts to amino acid. All right. So 7 is C. All right. 8. Which are the following vitamins can be produced by the skin? And of course, we saw that already. That is D. Next one says, refers to the pie chart, which shows the proportion of food group in balanced meal. So a person diagnosed with diabetes mellitus should increase fat intake, decrease protein. So a person who have that should actually increase fruits and vegetables in their diet. All right. 10. Which of the following teeth aid in the grinding of food into smaller pieces? And of course, we know that that is B for 10. Tacos. Well, it's between D and, yeah, let's look at 9. Decrease carbohydrates intake, So be that, my bad. Because we checked out to see that, that, yeah, yeah, for real. You want to decrease carbohydrates intake, yeah. 9 would be C. Sorry, read that fast. Because if you eat well for that, yeah. 9 is C for real. Moving on. Me read it fast, guys. My bad. 11. Kwashiorkor is a deficiency disease caused by a lack of, and of course, you know that one is protein. All right, good. 11 for protein. Next one says, which of the following represents correct sequence of events? This is for every paper? No, no. Nah, complain still. It's good for the people. Good for the people. It's great for the people. 12. All right. Which organ is responsible for digestion, right? And digestion of protein. So which organ, Takoya move quick, man. Takoya move quick. So protein is normally in the stomach because of pepsin. So pepsin in the stomach causes that to be C. And then C. Yeah, see. All right. And then egestion is defined as the move of undigested waste. Yeah? Good. Next one says 15 refers to the following table, which shows the function of some structure of the respiratory system. Right? So structure one filters, warms, and moistens the air. Right? Two prevents food from entering the trachea. Three provides air passage to each lungs. And then four produce sound with voice box. So structure. So if you get the structure, them now. So first one it says filter. So this not filter. So the nose filter prevent food. Epiglottis prevent food from going on the trachea. Bronchus, so it's 15 is C. Good job. Excellent job, guys. Let's move on to 16, which are following reagents is used to test for glucose. So what is used to test for glucose? Yes, so glucose. Right for glucose, it turn red, big red. Is that so? Let's wait on the answers, that. Let's wait on the answers. Looking for the answer. 16. Let's look for the answer. Brick red. Benedict solution. Good. And it turns brick red. To deliver mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, the following steps should be taken. Right? For 17. So we say that place the head back with one hand, push the jaw up forward. With the other, pinch the nose and seal your mouth with the casualty's mouth. Give four quick da 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 da. So this one is place casualty on the back. So they want the correct order. And this would be, so you place on the back first, then you press the head back. So that would be D. Right? Good job. Big up Rebecca. Joshua. Joshua, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Joshua. 18. Which are following is not a characteristic of gaseous exchange surface. Says not, is not a characteristics of gaseous exchange surface. What do we have for that? Is not. 18. The man ain't got a 20 already, you know. The man ain't qualified. And I 18 today. Yo! Why them cool? Cool. We're at 18. We'll reach to 20 soon. So, where's for 18? C? C is what was for 18? Someone will miss that. As I told you before, you better put the number beside the letter because I don't know which one I answer them I refer to. Right? So it's easier to follow that way. Because sometimes this lags 20 to 10 seconds. Alright? So we say which is not a characteristic. So we say moist thin wall. So it can have a small surface area. So C. 19. Which of the following substance found in cigarette is addictive? I know that nicotine is addictive. So that's B. Another 20 is referred to as a phagoside. Alright, so we see that already. Cool? So 20 should be B. Alright, so 21 refers to the following incomplete table, which shows blood vessels, and organs they supply. So eye, lung, hepatic artery, 2, 3, intestine, renal, 4. Which are following correctly label both of them. All right, so what supplies blood vessels supply the lungs, and it has to be one of the pulmonaries. All right, hepatic is the liver. So we're saying 21 is C based on that working out. Nice. So pulmonary artery, lungs, hepatic, liver, mesentery always have to do the intestine, and renal, the kidney. Right? 22, which I find best describe the function of the pacemaker. And we're saying 22 is that it regulates the heart rate. 23, high blood pressure is most likely lead to. So when you have high blood pressure, that normally leads to cardiac problems. Blood pressure is highest in the, and of course, blood pressure is highest where most blood is flow, where most blood flow, or most blood flow in your arteries. All right? Which are following represents the pelvic, and of course, Mr. Pelvic. We love to see you, Mr. Pelvic. We absolutely love to see you. All right? 26. The function of the marrow in long bones is to, and we know that's to make red blood cells. Uh, Muscle groups that oppose each other to produce movement are described as opposite in nature. We call that antagonistic. Right? So that one is C. 28 refers to the following. Of course, we love to see you. Love, 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 love to see you. All right, we love to see you. Where you guys get D? 27. Hmm? Where you guys get D for 27? Let's revert back to 27. Can we see some people say counteractive? Sure. I get that. I want to get that one from, guys. 27. Can we see some D there? Let's check that one. All right. Oh, can we see counteractive? We're frightened. All right. Don't frighten me like that, tacos. My heart skip a little bit. So come here and say, John, no. Yeah? Don't frighten me, man. Don't frighten me. All right, 30. Which of the following joints allow movement in all direction? I would know that's the shoulder. And if they have the waist, you could have that too, which has ball and socket. So anyway, have ball and socket, that's what? 31. The part of the skin which acts as an insulator layer holding the heat. For 31, or for the heat. That's the subcutaneous fat. All right. So that one would be A for 31. All right. Next one says, which are following involuntary. All right. Involuntary. C. All right, breathing. 32, 33. Which are following actions occur to bring about accommodation in the eye? Is that Hicks? I don't know, but bless up all new people, all right? 33 would be the tightening of suspensory ligaments through the relaxation of the ciliary muscle. So we're gonna work with A. All right. Which of the following hormones is responsible for causing the liver to convert excess sugar into glycogen? All right. So you convert excess sugar to glycogen, not in use. Yes, anything over 50 is good. All right. So 34, A, insulin. So remember, insulin is when your blood sugar is high. All right. So if it's high, then it want to convert it to glycogen and in its format where it's stored. Glucagon will do the opposite. If your blood sugar is low, then glucagon will convert the glycogen to sugar. Right? So glucagon converts glycogen to sugar, while insulin converts excess sugar to glycogen. All right, 35. Which I statement is not true. And of course, we see this already, that they both have the same response time. Good. 36. Which are following hormone play a major role in the growth of humans. And 36, we know that is the thyroxine hormone. All right? Me, HSB 1, sir. One with distinction. I did HSB for fun because I was doing biology in school. All right? Next one says, which are following correctly identifies the structure 1, 2, 3, 4. We see that already. 1 is the sperm duct, 2 is the urethra, 3 is the prostate, and 4 is the seminal vessel. That is C. All right, 38. Which are following is the correct sequence of activities that occurs when a person picks up a plate. Yeah, man, it was for fun, man. Remember, biology is a lot harder than human and social biology. So yes, you just pick it up and you just do it too. So back then we just love things. Right? We just love learning. But things can change now. Yeah? But we are here. Welcome, Shamar Young. Big up yourself, my G. 37 is indeed C. All right. So what do we have for 38? It says the following is the correct sequence of activity that occur when a person picks up a plate. So we say when a person picks up a plate, so we say the receptor detects the plate and an impulse is sent to the brain to make a decision. Then we say impulses are sent down to the white matter of the brain through the spinal cord of the arm. Right? And then we say 3, effector contracts and relax to pick up the plate. And 2, touch receptors in the skin and the eyes keep the brain informed to coordinate actions. So for 38, that's B. All right. So 38 is B, B. So you have a receptor to detect the plate. Impulse can send down and touch receptors in the skin and the eye scan that. So what makes sense there for 38 is B. The receptor, which is the skin, detects the plate or the eye, right? The skin or the eye, and the impulse is sent to the brain to make a decision. What will you do? Then impulse are sent down the white matter of the brain through the spinal cord of the arm, and then effector contract or relax to pick up the plate. Yes, good job. All right, well done, guys. That is B. If you had B, well done. All right, this one look newish. 39, sexual reproduction is defined as 39, the fusion of gametes. Kayla, big up yourself. Welcome, Kayla. Welcome. Nice. Then third, 40. Which are following methods of contraception function by preventing sperm from entering the uterus. Which one is that? Preventing. See this already? That's a barrier. All right. Ovulation is a process where a mature egg is released in the oviduct. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job. Next one, the process. Diploid. I know diploid is mitosis, haploid is meiosis. Two daughter cell, four daughter cell. So this one is A. Good job. Next one, chromosome are made up of protein and we'll have to say DNA based on the answer there. 44, which are following shows correct examples of genetic and environmental variation. So which one is genetic? Is it high color genetic? Is it tongue rolling genetic? Hmm. Kayla. Kayla. Yes, Kayla. Tell them them have got slow down. All right. So height, tongue rolling, eye color, height. So height, genetic variation, eye color, environmental. Let's see through that tongue. That's a tongue rolling will be genetic variation. Is it the have it there? You don't have it for 44. And then height would be an environmental variation. And tongue rolling, no, I have to do not with the environment. And I, so 44 working with B. All right. So eye color is genetics. You get eye color from your parents or your ancestors. Environment is thing that the environment would, influence. All right. So 44 working with B. And 45, which are following, is a homozygous recessive. Based on that, homozygous recessive for 45. So is there a question, how is height environmental? How is height environmental, guys? Let me see who have it in the chat. Hmm? Let's go back to this. How is height? eh, Um, how is height environmental? Listen, stop, move. So, cause swatting and don't understand is one different thing, right? So why is it environmental? Right? It's environmental because it's influenced by other factors, right? So your health, your nutrition, all of these things impact your growth. So a person who eat is eating good, right? Eating nice balanced diet will grow better than a person who is not eating right, right? So the things like food, your health, right? Access to resources, right? Like your health care. People are living good standard of living due to education and all these things, right? So yes, and that's why it is environmental. All right. So back to you guys. All right. So 45. Yes, yes, Kayleen. Exactly. So here we don't swat alone, you know. We like to, make you understand what you do. All right, for 45. What we say for 45 now? Back to you guys now. 45. So we say 45 is N, right? 46 says bronchial tube. So that means say mommy have asthma for 46. All right. Aileen, you just found the channel tonight? Hudson, big up yourself, Hudson. Big up yourself, Hudson. Welcome to our family. All right. So 46 is asthma. All right. Good job. Next one says hypertension does not occur as a result of. So which one of them gonna give hypertension? So hypertension does not occur. High blood pressure now result in 47. So hypertension does not occur as a result of. So if you're fat, definitely. All right. If you are arteriosclerosis, that means you build up, you pressure your vein because fat clog up your veins, right? So if fat clog up your veins, that means it's gonna lead to high blood pressure. When you're fat, of course, you breathe heavy, high blood pressure. High cholesterol level will lead to the same arteriosclerosis. So the one that doesn't make much sense is anemia because anemia is formed from lack of iron in your diet. So you don't have the right hemoglobin, right? To bring around food and oxygen around your body. All right. 48 and 9 refers to the following terms. Antibody, antibiotic. All right. So you're answering 14, da 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 da. All right. So protein produced by blood plasma cell derived from B lymphocytes. Mm-hmm. Which one is that one? For 48. What do we have for 48? Give me a minute, guys. One second. All right, so we're back. 48 protein produced by blood plasma would be what you regularly get, your antibodies. All right, so that would be A, and substance released by the body to neutralize harmful chemicals, antiserum, antitoxin. That would be B. All right. Next one say which I find disease cause severe diarrhea. Oh my God. Whoa, diarrhea. That's crazy stuff. So diarrhea, ringworm, no cause diarrhea. Ringworm most depend on your skin. All right. Yes. Avakin, I remember you. I remember you. Yes, you were here last year. We did this last year too. Yes, indeed. I remember you. Congratulations. Are you doing Cape now? Let me know what you're doing in Cape. I need to start cater for. I'm going to cater for the Cape kids next year for sure. All right. Yes. All right. So 50 is it the typhoid. All right. Typhoid. 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 All right. Well done. Oh, not B. Sorry, it's me. Wrong thing we put. Antitoxin. C. And I said it, but my thing, I put the wrong thing. All right, next one. 50. 51, which are following stages are found on in water. It is all of these here. So it would be chop, 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 chop. One that anything, everything but one. That would be D. Hmm? Oh, very, very nice. Nice, Avakin. I am going to do some subjects for you guys next year. All right? Very, very nice. I love to see my past students coming back, sharing the love. Nice. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Well, you can WhatsApp me and let me keep updated, all right? The number is in the description. Cool? All right. They repeat every year. Taekwondo. Don't worry yourself. Most of them repeat, but they can change them up sometimes. So you have to just be careful. All right, 52. What type of immunity is acquired from antibodies that are produced when vaccine is administered? All right, so that one would be A, because we're talking about vaccine here. All right. Next one says beriberi is an example of a disease that is classified as. So beriberi is lack of vitamin B1, so that would be D. All right, lads. Chantel Hudson, nice, 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 nice. Yes, 54. Which of the following gases is produced by in a landfill site? Landfill site. Hmm. So that is the most dangerous gas there is. That would be methane. 54. And they also get that from the cows when they ease their body or them belch, right? 55, which what is the effect of carbon monoxide on the human body? And carbon monoxide reduces oxygen intake or uptake. That's what we mentioned the last time. So 55, we're looking at A, right? Jano, Jano. So 55, 52 can't be passive. active because you're actively putting in a live virus into your body. All right. So that's why it can't be. All right. Next one, chlorine bleach. It can be added to drinking water too. Now why do we add? Yes, Avakin. Thank you. That's great advice. Yes. All right. So 56. We say 56. It destroys microorganisms. All right. Taekwondo just done in a Avakin business, so Avakin business, so. But cool. 57. Which of the following substance contribute to excessive growth of algae? That's nitrate and phosphate. And of course, she must get a one. She studied with pure knowledge. Avakin, they don't understand what we do over here is great stuff. Eh? They don't know that. Next one, 58. Which of the following are effects of releasing untreated sewage into rivers and lake? Now we said that is all of them. All right. Which are following is an example of non-biodegradable. So something where can um rot. So I said that one is lead. And finally, contamination of water source. Right? Contamination of water source is detrimental to humans because of the spread of waterborne disease. So which one of these is a waterborne disease? All right, Rebecca, big up yourself. Waterborne disease is cholera. Yes, 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 yes. Indeed. Yeah, so I feel like we can call it a night. Yes. Yes. Well done, guys. I wish you all the best. Remember to get some sleep. Yes. Yes. Rep your country. Get some sleep, lads, because I think this is uh what time is exam is this? Sexy timetable. Oh, this one is, I think this one is, what time is this one? Tomorrow it's 9 o'clock. I think you guys should get some rest, eh? So get some rest, lads. You know, good to get some rest for your exams. We will. One more for you? No, January 20, that's the same question, Chantel. I've been asking for the 2025 paper, but no, I don't have it. And it seems like nobody has it. Yeah? Seems like nobody has it. So it's 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock for some people. Yeah, I think it's bedtime now, lads. All right. So, all the best with that one. If you have the 2025 paper, I would do it for sure. 2025 paper, I would do it for sure. But nobody has it. So if somebody has it, they can WhatsApp me. 2025 January. Yeah, I've been looking for it too, but I haven't got it. So one more for real? Alright, who want one more beside from Welch? Let me see who want one more there. Let's see. If we get 21 more, I'll do it. Taekwondo, which school you come from? Which school you go? Are you from Jamaica? Alright, we see two, we see four, one more. Taekwondo, you know, count as two times. I see four, one more. I see Ronaldo saying one more. Shamar saying one more. Where you from Clancarty? Oh, nice. Big up Clancarty. Drew saying one more. Yeah, so if we get 21 more, I want 10 more, one more, and I'll do it. All right. One more. I have nine more, one more, I'll do it. But there's one more, you know. No more than one more. Need nine more, one, eight more, one more, and I'll do it. And that's new one more. I want to chat me, you know. Taekwondo, you know, you count about four more already. Hey, one to Taekwondo, you know. Mhm. Taekwondo, like, so you're sounding like you don't want to do one more. Really. I mean, I'm here. I'm not sleepy as yet, so soon sleepy though. Soon sleepy. I'm actually searching for a random paper. All right, so where am I? Did I find a paper? Okay, I'm gonna search for one more paper. Yeah, I mean that boss determined for real. All right, so ooh, other one, eh? One more for the people. So when I ask you if you have video for promote the thing, no say when active. All right, so we do it for the people because that's what we do over here. We do it for the people, eh? All right, so the ability of a living organism to detect to detect changes in its environment is referred to as da. One, there's a for one. That's the freestyle, So, irritability. Yes, good job. Which of the following organelles in the cell or substance pass in and out? Boring. D. Da. Three. Which of the following factors is not necessary for photosynthesis to take place? Hmm. So three. Where are the need for photosynthesis? Hmm? Hmm. What can be absent and photosynthesis still take place? Hmm. Let's see who's smart. Yes. Oxygen, because oxygen is a product, right? The CO2 plus water over chlorophyll, sunlight gives you the product of oxygen and glucose. 40. An example of diffusion is, and that is oxygen from the alveoli to the capillaries. Nice. Question 5. Which of the following foods is a good source of vitamin A? Say vitamin A from. No milk. Orange is vitamin C. So it's down to kidney and fish liver oil. That's what them call caliver oil. Right? In a little capsule there. So, so this one would be looking like D. Hmm? Yeah? Yeah? Look like D for real. 6. Which of the following cell structures traps energy from sunlight to help in the production of simple sugar? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You guys have this, man. Sport plus. Good job. Yes. Which of the following reagents gives positive test for the main food present in a slice of baked potato? Now we know it's a baked potato is starch, so that makes it iodide solution. Which of the following are properties of enzymes? So enzymes, they mostly work on only one substrate. They work best at a particular pH. They are not affected by temperature. All right, so enzymes are affected by temperature because if they are affected by temperature, they would be denatured, right? So remember that denature. So they'll be denatured if they are with high temperature. And denature don't mean so then stop work. It means that they slow down. All right? So if you never know the term denature, you have it here now. All right? This question again. Let's see. Which sequence is number to structure? So let's just make sure it's 8. So 2 gastric juice, 1 bile, 3 absorption. So 9 is looking C-ish. All right? 10. Which of the following types of teeth best adapt for tearing through pieces of food? So tear. Hmm? Tear. Tear through pieces of food. One of them tear through it. Tear, 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 tear through it. Tear, tear. Best adapted for tearing tough pieces of food. And don't know. That's Mr. Canine, like the dog. Active. That's why dog tear through things like that. 11. During the process of digestion, bile salts aid in, I know bile emulsify fat, and that means it increases its surface area for it to be broken down properly by the necessary enzymes. All right. So, yes, which part of the contains blood vessels, and that is the pulp cavity. All right. So the pulp cavity, which is labeled 3, and just to go back there, this is the enamel, this is the dentine, this is the pulp cavity. All right. I think this is like the cement and the root. All right. Kwashioka, big belly kids, small, slim and small, that's protein. 13, 14, the process by which undigested food is eliminated from the body. So undigested food, that is digestion. Nice. All right. So, good job so far, guys. Nice job. Next one says, bottle, which of the labeled parts represents the diaphragm, and the diaphragm is that separates the thoracic from the stomach, abdomen, so that is D. Next one says during a sprint, muscles in the body produce lactic acid by the process of. So when your body runs out of oxygen, right, it start to find other sources to create to give your body energy, and in the process of that, anaerobic respiration byproduct would be lactic acid. So the answer there would be D. 17, which are following is the correct sequence for the events of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. 17, so it's a pinch, so it's a tilt the head backwards, remove your mouth, face your mouth to whatever person gently, that. All right, so make sure I read so we don't make any mistakes here. So tilt the head backwards, remove your mouth, da 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 da, da 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 da. So it actually is remove your head, tilt your head backwards, pinch the nostrils, place your mouth over, that's three, and remove your mouth. So C. Very good. Somebody said C right there. Good job. All right. Do not SWAT. That's a perfect SWAT example. Right? So read, and relax. All right. Next one says, which of the following are true about phagocytes? So they have a rounded nucleus. They engulf and ingest bacteria. They are a type of white blood cells. So we know these two. So one is one true. I don't know if that, so that means that it's C. All right. 19, during respiration, ATP converted to adenosine diphosphate. So make sure you know what ATP and everything they mean. All right. Good job. Whichever following substance found in cigarette is addictive? Nicotine. All right. Next one says, double pumping of the heart allows blood rich in oxygen to be taken to the body during second pump, oxygen to be taken to the lungs during first pump, hmm, carbon dioxide to be taken up, that. So this answer from which carbon dioxide that out of it. So we're gonna go with A. All right, 22, which are following vitamin assist in blood clotting and blood clotting. Oh, man, because battle over TV, you know. By YouTube TV, 22, vitamin K is used for blood clotting. Right? Next one, the left side of the heart has a thick muscular wall in order to, and we will say that is to pump blood to the rest of the body. Should I agree with that one? Yes? Yes, indeed. Bone acts as levers while cartilage assists to it. So what's the function of the cartilage? Right? So the function of the cartilage is to actually reduce the friction between the bones, right? So yes, 24, we're looking at D. All right? Nice. 25, we know that is Mr. Phagocyte. So we're not spending time there. This one, uh, let's check it on bent or flex. 26, we know that the bicep pulls on the radius. Finally, which are following diagram of a section. So refers to the following diagram of a section through the human skin. And then we say, which part label represents the sweat? The sweat gland for 27. I think yesterday I was looking at this. Just to give you an idea, I think I was seeing this yesterday. No, that's no. Just to run from the swatting, right? So we see where this is the sweat gland right here, and just to pay attention to the ear follicle, the sebaceous gland right here. All right. Um, just to make sure you know the capillary network. Because once they ask one, they can ask another. And the subcutaneous layer, that what they asked you earlier, which is the fat right here. All right. So make sure that you know this well. Because once they ask you one thing, they can ask you another thing from that. All right. So therefore, based on that, the answer would be, did you say B? That's the answer you said. Yes, so work with B. So that's the best answer there. Yes. I know this not draw good though, but okay. Next one says 28. Which of the following is the most severe damage caused by prolonged wearing of high heel shoes? So we mash up when the ladies wear high heel for a long period of time. What go on? Right? Their bones in the feet become misaligned, corns and calluses develop in the toes. The space between the toes tend to widen. There's less support place. Alright, so when the ladies wear heels, what's the most severe damage there when the ladies wear heels? The most severe damage for 28. Just give me a minute, guys. Let me fix something here. For 28, I'm listening. Yeah, I mean, the options are kind of still, So we have to look at the best one. We have to look at the best one there. So you say, which are following is the most severe um damage caused by prolonged wearing of high heel. Ah, so you say the best one is D. Is that the best one though? Is D the best one though? Yeah, I did say I'm checking on, I'm fixing something, lads. Ah, that one that kind of tough still, you know. That one that kind of really tough. This is the most severe damage. Hmm. Is it a D? I mean, A though. It's either between both of them. You're asking me if they're still in the group chat? I'm not. You're asking me? I'm not sure. So that 28, that's the most severe damage. How severe is D? I don't know. Is 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 D really that severe? Is D really severe? I don't know. I don't know. Are you just saying D because you see it somewhere? Or are you saying D because you're reasoning it out? Oh, it's still there and you can access it still? When I really listen to IA, sir. Where you say IA can say all different type of things when you put it in a IA. I don't know, bro. D, but let's support. No, I mean you're saying you watched that video, but uh I'm not denying it, brother. I'm reasoning it out. You see me? You are probably watching a video, and then you just see somebody say D, bro. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just thinking about it. If the bones in the feet become misaligned, isn't that severe? I'm just asking, bro. You see me? Why is D long-term tacos? Tell me. Explain it to me. Why is D long-term? Am I alive or you're alive, sir? Am I alive or you're alive? I don't know, but I think A is severe. I think A is severe. We can double check that. But for me, I'll do more research on that still. But it's between both of them. I think A is pretty severe. But we'll check on that. All right, moving on. 29. Which of the following responses occurs in the body when a marathon runner consumes too little water? Yeah, and that's it. You have to study. These things are shortcut things, when you're studying the answer won't be beneficial to you in the long run. Because if you're going to study and be a doctor or anything in the science field, you would have to know the concepts. Right? Yes, Kayla, I'm here. I'm listening you. So it's a 29 more ADH secreted increases reabsorption of water. And that is correct. We can argue that out after the paper done, eh? Alright. The longest continuous bone in the human skeleton is and that one is pretty nice and easy. Yes, Kayla, I'm here and I'm looking at you. So the longest bone is the femur. Nice. Alright. 31 refers to the following diagram of a motor neuron. Which part is the axon? And of course, that one is pretty much straightforward. Alright. So which one is 31? Let me see if you guys have that one. Axon right here. So we say that is 3. Liam notice his face flush. And of course, poor Liam. We know Liam hot and his body want to cool him down. So it's vasodilation. Kayla said, I just checked 3 videos. One video said D, but 2 other videos says A. Yeah. All right, Kayla, stay after we done the paper. Cause to me it's A. I don't see how D is that effective. But all right, reason that out after. Next one is 33. Says which of the label structure contains a loop of Henil? Hmm. All right. For 33, the loop of Henil is the medulla. Eh? The medulla contains the loop of Henil. Let's check that. The loop of Henil. That's definitely medulla though. All right. Next one says an example of cranial reflex. Mm, mhm. All right, sorry. We're back. So we say an example of cranial reflex involuntary action. Oh, that's pretty simple. 34. The cranial reflex. saying that's a pupil reflex. Mm, yeah. X, of course, I love X already, a good old X. The iris. All right. Next one says the central nervous system is made up of, and we know that's the brain and the spinal cord. Taco, save the argument for after, eh? And then we can argue. Cool? 37. Which of the following birth control method is considered to be least reliable? So 37, which one of them is least reliable? 'So you're saying B, all right? 38, which of the following comparison is not true for nervous and hormonal control? So chemical message travels slowly, and that can be true, because the nerve travels very, very quickly. Next one says, sorry about that. Fertilization occurs in the oviduct when the sperm fuses with the ovum, right? 40. The main reason for practicing family planning is to ensure sufficient resources for each family members. All right. So 39, fertilization, two gametes meet. So that is D. All right. Next one says chromosomes are made up of protein and DNA. Nice. Which are the following are true about the fallopian tube? Um, it produces ovum. It facilitates the passage of the ovum to the uterus. That's true about the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. So we're saying it is A. That's like good enough to have good information out there. That sometimes bad information can lead you astray. Right? So yes. Two is good because it doesn't produce the ovum. 43. Which of the following rules show the correct um example of height and environment? And we say height is a environmental variation. And we said tongue rolling, so we go with B. Then we say good health. What is good health? What is good health? Good health may be defined as a state of complete physical, economic well-being, a state of complete physical, social. So we say health is have to include all three. for best. Which of the following structures is an allele of eye color? And the allele is always in your chromosome. All right. 46 refers to the following diagram of the mother breastfeeding her baby. All right. What kind of immunity is illustrated by the activity above? And this one is naturally acquired passive. All right. Can we see that one acting it's passive, right? Right? Yeah, actually passive, right? Mm-hmm. Next one says antibodies. Antibiotics are chemicals which can safely be taken into the body. They do not harm body cells, but they harm bacteria. 48. During asexual reproduction, an organism produces new organisms that are identical to the parent. So identical would mean that it's the same set of 46 set of chromosomes. All right, Avakin, thanks for the message. I will definitely hit you up, right? So that one would be A, mitosis. 49, which of the following diseases is caused by a fungus? And that we catch when we are picnic, when we are swimming in a river. Don't know if you guys know about that one. Ringworm. Eczema, have asthma. Now waste no time. Which of the following cell does AIDS attack? T lymphocytes. So that makes it be D. All right. Infected person displays signs and which of the following signs and symptoms are correctly classified. So what's a sign and what's a symptom? Of course, symptoms are somewhere you can see. All right. So you can see you can see you can see a sign, but you can't see a symptom, right? So what could you see? I think the best answer here would be C, right? So you can see you're shivering, but you can't really see a sore throat. All right? So that would be C. All right, 53, which of the following gases contributes mostly to greenhouse effect? I know that's Mr. CO2, carbon dioxide. All right. 54, Anopheles is known for malaria. Nice. 55, which of the following is correct sequence of testing water for bacteria? All right, so that one there, let's read that one. All right, so examine the agar for a petri dish. That. Incubate a petri dish at 35. um, incubate that. So we say that looks like it's placed the water place collected water in a sterile bottle, then pour the water in a sterile agar, and then incubate the dish. All right. So that look like C. All right. Next one says process of adding calculated amount of chemical that is effective for killing bacteria before water is distributed to customer is called 56. And 56, it's called chlorination, process by which water vapor changes to water is known as condensation. Compaction is done at landfill in order to. So why is compaction? Why is compaction done? Is to get rid of the spaces that may have a pest, right? And then 59, which of the following gases produced at landfill site? That's methane. and which of the following substance is biodegradable? That's wood. All right. Yeah, so yeah, looking good. We are looking good. All right, so we can argue about this now, eh? Why that one you have me a waste. Me nah lie. That one are close, guys. It's close. But we'll stick with D for the interest of time. All right, so good luck, guys. All the best in your exams. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here. And all the best. We'll meet up back tomorrow. And we'll see how well you guys have done. All right, so bless up. WhatsApp me. Um, if you have the paper for tomorrow and anything. So all the people, bless up. And if you're watching, big up yourself. All right. All the best again, guys.